I cannot tell you in words how overjoyed I am that my favorite flavor of Cheetos is finally getting the recognition that it deserves. Cheddar Jalapeno, it is your turn. Hello, goblins and goblinettes. Welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. Cheddar Jalapeno is my favorite flavor of Cheetos, and now it seems like the company is finally recognizing the flavor, and they are putting out some new products that are all Cheddar Jalapeno. I found popcorn, I found jalapeno cheese whirl poppers, never seen these before, and then I found flavor shots. I'm not even sure what these are, but these are all Cheddar Jalapeno. I'm going to try all of them. That is my favorite flavor of the Cheetos brand. Whenever I come across those Cheddar Jalapeno Cheetos, just the regular Cheetos, I have to make sure I pick those up because I do love that flavor. We'll start with the popcorn. This is 160 calories for 2 cups, so lots of popcorn for 160 calories. I've got some nice cold water here in Monster Mug in case I need to do a palate cleanse in between, but I figure this should all be pretty much the same flavor, so we're just changing texture on all of this stuff. But let's start with the popcorn. Okay, nice cheddar jalapeno aroma coming off of that, and nicely seasoned, as you can see there. Looks very much like cheese corn. So if you have ever had cheese corn before, that's exactly what you're going to see. Let's see if the cheddar jalapeno flavor transfers over very well from Cheetos to popcorn. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love jalapeno pepper. It's probably my favorite overall pepper. And I think this snack, the Cheetos cheddar jalapeno flavor, is the one that I have come across anyways that most accurately portrays that jalapeno flavor in a snack. If you have ever tried the cheddar jalapeno Cheetos, just the regular Cheetos, this flavor transfers exactly over from the regular Cheetos. This is very good popcorn. It's nicely popped. I would say it's maybe not as nicely popped as, say, some of those, the cookie pop, the candy pop, that kind of a thing. I think they got a little bit more out of their kernels. They're able to get their kernels to pop a little bit bigger, but this is very good popcorn. 160 calories for 2 cups. I could probably eat this whole bag. All right, I guess I do have other things to get to. Okay, let's move on to these poppers. Jalapeno cheese whirls poppers. Let's see, there is a little paragraph on the back. A pop-standing poem from Chester Cheetah. Stomach's rumbling and you don't know what to eat. Grab a snack that can't be beat. These yummy poppers are as tasty as they get, with a light, crunchy texture that you'll never forget. Down for jalapeno cheese? Now we're talking. Open this bag and let your day be poppin'. Okay, well, there we go. Never seen these before in any flavor whatsoever, so this is a new one for me. It's 160 calories for 19 pieces. Okay, not as strong of an aroma coming off of these. Not like you usually get from a bag of those cheddar jalapeno Cheetos. They look to be very airy, very light. They feel very light. Okay, so they definitely are popped. Let's see what the flavor is. So this is sort of like a cheese curl, just in a different shape. I guess that's why they call them cheese whirls. These are a little bit heavier on the jalapeno. These are very good, and these are actually kind of spicy. These are very good, but they're not exactly the same flavor as the cheddar jalapeno Cheetos or the popcorn. A little bit heavier on the jalapeno, a little bit lighter on the cheese, the cheddar on this one. I do like these, though. They're not quite like cheese curls. They're a little bit firmer, just a little bit firmer than cheese curls. They're sort of in between cheese curl and Cheetos. All right, so these are flavor shots. I have no idea what this is. It says these are flavored corn pieces, flavored corn puffs. Cheddar jalapeno flavored asteroids. Okay. They've fallen out of space. 200 calories for this entire package. Oh, these are smaller than I thought they were going to be. You can kind of see them in there. So these are tiny little snacks right there. They're all that size. These don't thrill me. The flavor is the cheddar jalapeno. That makes them good. I'm not sure that I like this shape. This is another step up from a cheese puff, but not quite a Cheeto, just in this tiny little nugget. I do appreciate the fact that this is another cheddar jalapeno product. Honestly, I'd probably not get these again. I'd probably just go with the cheddar jalapeno Cheetos. Here is Saki. Saki has not made an appearance before. Hi, Saki. He has not made an appearance before on one of these videos, so he's getting a little braver. All right, well, I am going to give this batch of snacks, because of the fact that it is the cheddar jalapeno flavor, and I do love the cheddar jalapeno flavor, I'm going to give the whole overall thing a 3-star seal of approval. I would probably pass on the asteroids just because I'm not crazy about that texture, but I do love the cheddar jalapeno flavor from Cheetos. The popcorn is perfect. The cheese whirls are nice. They're a newer type of snack for me, at least. 3 stars. All right, there we go. You should be able to find those things. Well, I'll say you may have to actually hunt around for those things. I found those cheese whirls in a Dollar General store, believe it or not. I found the popcorn in a Walmart, and I think I actually found the popcorn in a Publix, and I found those asteroids in a Walmart. So I kind of gathered those from some different stores. You might have to hunt around for those. But if you have never tried the cheddar jalapeno line before from Cheetos, I highly recommend those. It is my favorite flavor, and I think they have done a good job of transferring that flavor to these newer snacks that are coming out now. So check those out when you can, and I will catch you next time.